All right, let's talk about one of the all-time great comfort foods, French onion soup. You know the one, that bubbling, cheesy, deeply savory bowl of goodness. But what if I told you that behind that amazing dish is a story that's way more complicated and honestly way more interesting than you'd think? Today, we're digging into the real story of this culinary classic.
So where did it actually come from? Well, that's where things get tricky. There are two completely different stories. On one hand, you've got this tale of a hungry king inventing it on the fly. And on the other, you have the story of it being a cheap, hot meal for the working folks of Paris. So, which is it? A royal treat or a worker's breakfast? That's what we're here to figure out.
Okay, let's start with the glamorous version, the one that feels like it's pulled right out of a storybook, the royal legend. This is the Hollywood version of the soup's origin.
So picture this. King Louis XV is out at his hunting lodge, it's super late, and he's starving. He raids the kitchen, but the place is practically empty. All he can find are some onions, a little butter, and a bottle of champagne. So what does he do? He throws them all in a pot, and voila! A legendary soup is born. Or so the story goes.
I mean, you can see why people love this story, right? It's got romance, it's got elegance. It gives this humble soup a super grand origin. The idea that genius can strike anyone, even a king, when they're hungry. It's just a great tale. But, and it's a big but, is it actually true?
To get to the real answer, we need to forget about the palace for a second and look at the star of the show, the humble onion. Because its history tells a very, very different story.
See, here's the thing. Onions have never really been food for kings. In ancient Rome, they gave them to soldiers for strength. All through the Middle Ages, they were a cheap, reliable staple for the poor. By the time we get to 18th century France, onions were everywhere. They were cheap, they were plentiful, and they were a huge part of what ordinary people ate every day.
So the bottom line is that for thousands of years, simple soups made with onions were the food of the people. They were filling, they were super easy to make, and they used an ingredient that absolutely anyone could get their hands on. It doesn't exactly scream royal delicacy, does it? So if it wasn't born in a royal hunting lodge, then where? Well, all the evidence points to a place that's a whole lot louder, grittier, and frankly, way more fascinating. The very heart of 19th century Paris. Yeah, forget the gilded rooms and fancy furniture. The real birthplace of French onion soup was this massive, sprawling, chaotic market called Les Halles. They called it the belly of Paris for a reason. This place was alive 24/7, just humming with the energy of the entire city. And just think about who was there needing a hot meal. You had exhausted market workers who'd been hauling crates all night. You had vendors who'd been standing on their feet for hours. You even had partygoers spilling out of clubs, looking for something to sober up with. They all needed the same thing, a cheap, hot, filling meal to keep them going.
Let's be real, this soup wasn't a delicacy, it was fuel. It was purely functional. It was something warm and restorative that could bring you back to life after a long night of work or play. You could say it was kind of the original energy drink for the people of Paris.
Okay, so we have this gritty, functional working-class broth. How in the world did that become the elegant masterpiece we all know and love today? Well, this is where the soup gets its major culinary glow-up.
I mean, just look at the difference. The original version was, it was basic. Boiled onions, plain water, and a chunk of old bread. But the modern soup, it's a total transformation. That water base becomes a rich, savory beef stock. The bland, boiled onions are instead slowly caramelized until they're sweet and incredible. And that stale bread, it becomes that legendary, gooey, cheese-topped crouton.
Really, it all comes down to these three key steps. First, you have to slowly, patiently caramelize those onions. That's not just cooking them, it's drawing out all this deep, natural sweetness. That's a total game changer. Then, simmering them in beef broth instead of water adds this incredible savory depth. And of course, the grand finale, the gratin, broiling that cheesy crouton on top until it's bubbly and perfect. That's the signature move. So once the soup got its glow up, it was ready to leave the market stalls behind. It started a brand new journey, first into the city's restaurants, and from there, out into the entire world. And the Parisian bistros were absolutely crucial here. As the restaurant scene in Paris started booming, chefs needed smart dishes. They were looking for things that could turn cheap ingredients into something amazing and profitable. This market soup was perfect. They took the basic idea, refined it, used better techniques, and slapped it on their menus. And right then and there, soup à l'oignon officially became French onion soup. a certified French classic.
It's wild when you think about its life story. For the longest time, its identity was just market fuel. That's its DNA. Then it was elevated into a beloved staple in French bistros. And today, it's gone totally global. It's one of the world's ultimate comfort foods.
So why do we love this story so much? I think it's because it's a true rags to riches story, but for food. It's the ultimate proof that you can take the simplest, most humble ingredients and turn them into something absolutely extraordinary. This isn't just soup, it's warmth, it's comfort, and it's a delicious taste of history.
And that brings us right back to where we started. The next time you sit down with a bowl of this stuff and you take your spoon and crack through that perfect cheesy crust, who are you going to picture? A lonely king and a fairy tale, or a crowd of hardworking Parisians huddled together for a little warmth on a cold morning?
And that really just leaves us with one last thing to think about. The story of French onion soup proves how much food can change and evolve. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What simple, everyday food that we totally take for granted today is going to be the celebrated, beloved classic of the future? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining us.